Few points on the board, Jono. 2-1. Yeah. New South Wales up already in the first minute. Great rugby.
Yeah, they're playing well. They're nice at the moment. And Riley Batt just slows down play with a timeout call there. So 2-1, as you said. So the last game today will be Team Canada v the Suncorp Queensland Cyclones. And then another thrilling day where we'll play for medals tomorrow and Saturday. 5 pool games and then the gold medal game, and a bit of fun as well with the celebrity game and the family friends night. So that'll be wonderful to see that here at the Fierce 4 Rugby Championships, all thanks to GIO. Cam Leslie has possession for the New Zealanders. Plays the possession nicely around. Beautiful blocking there from Otis.
Oh, big hit from Riley Batt. No score there to Cameron Leslie. Unfortunate, but just a big hit from Riley. So New South Wales with the ball from the side.
So they'll play possession well there. So the score denied there for the Kiwis. It was terrific work there from Otis. Cody Everson. And he's the little player that could, I think.
The New Zealand team locking up Riley Batt down on the baseline, but Edmo with the ball.
So Andrew Edmondson plays possession nicely. Just pushes away one. HBC giving him some grief. Cody Everson now trying to chime in. Well played by Edmo. Edmo battling through a 3-man attack from New Zealand. Pushes it away nicely. Away to Riley Batt. Oh, that's brilliant stuff from Dickie Boris. And Riley Batt creates the hole, and that's the great opportunity. Well done to Dickie Boris there. Just had the block on HBC that created that little gap for Riley Batt to go through.
Incredible low-pointing play there by Dickie, as you say.
So it'll be played nicely there by Barton Coots. Coots goes over the top, draws in Riley nicely, finds Leslie, and the points come well. So Scooby will make his first appearance on court. Wonderful ambassador for wheelchair sports in New South Wales, Stephen Holt. It's his last year here involved with the GIO New South Wales Gladiators in a direct role, but he's a wonderful fella. Who's going to give us candy? Oh, I'm sure there'll be someone. Zach Field, I know, does all that sort of stuff. He's had the candy tray going for some time now. Not quite the likes of the Sugar Man from WA.
Yeah, that's right. Riley Batt with the ball.
So Riley Batt will play the possession there nicely. So, and it's well played there from New South Wales. So they stretch their lead to 2 points. So, yeah, Scooby does some wonderful work for wheelchair sports in New South Wales, and his son Daniel is in this national side as well. He's a great addition to the Gladiators team as Cam Leslie plays it nicely through the half, pushes away one, goes to HBC. Oh, Coots, he was tough and strong there. Battles himself nicely and steadies himself for the points. So HBC, the Poker King, gets some more points. 4-3, New South Wales. Just that lead now back to 1. So some work to do for the Gladiators to get that lead back to 2. And away it goes to Riley Batt. Batt goes over the top. Beautifully positioned for Edmo. Edmo on the fly. Here comes Leslie. HBC holding court. Edmo tries to battle around. Needs some support. Has Boris just there in front of him on his left. Edmo going backwards. Finds Riley Batt on the fringe. He now goes around Leslie. Beautiful work there from Jake Howe, the number 2. Beautiful work from the 3, and Batt goes well. Oh, that's terrific stuff again from Dickie Boris. Creating the gap on the left flank, and the points come for New South Wales.
Incredible teamwork there. They're both really great in the defence. Nice holds, locking each other up, and as you say, Dickie Boris really working hard there for the New South Wales team. On offence, locking up that defensive play to let Riley Batt through for that try. We've got the long ball there from HBC through to Cameron Leslie.
So it'll be played well by the Kiwis. Cam Leslie, he's taken plenty of falls and scored plenty of points. So
thrills and spills this week.
Yeah, it certainly has been. It always is with this tournament. As Voris now has possession, gives it to Edmo. Edmo to Riley on the half volley. Batt has the ball nicely around Everson. Beautiful pass. Oh, Batt and Edmo combined beautifully, and the points come for New South Wales.
Great release there by Riley Batt, reading the play of the defence and pushing that through to Edmo for that try. Now HBC bringing up the ball up the court in the first half. Passes through again to Cameron Leslie. both teams certainly picking up on the drawing the defence in and then releasing that ball for the long pass. Through to Riley Batt. Dickey passes it. And he'll be sure to score. Riley Batt from New South Wales. Multi-Paralympian, been playing the sport for many years, Jono.
Yeah, he's been in a number of Paralympics. So he's 28 this year in 2017. Riley Batt, a great addition to New South Wales and that Australian side. He claimed gold in Rio in 2016 with that wonderful battle against the US in the final. We went double overtime. Plays nicely by Everson. Everson gives it back in field to HBC. Coots now on the fly. Goes past Boris. Edmo tries his best to stay with him. Coots now needs some support. He's jammed in nicely by Edmo. He'll just reset. Applies the pressure now. Coots now. The power, the size. He goes bang into Boris and into Batt. Now still going. Can he get there? Yes, he can. So the points come for New Zealand with that goal. He just managed to get one of his tyres across the wheel.
Yeah, so we had a penalty goal there, Jono, called from the referees. Some dirty hands in there, so penalty for the New Zealand team.
Played nicely away to Batt. Batt will play the ball beautifully. He goes down the flank. Comes across nicely. And he'll get the points there, so they'll now stretch that lead to 2 points, 8-6 with 3.5 to go in this opening term. So a good little battle just ensuing here between the Kiwis and the Gladiators as Cam Leslie has possession for New Zealand, is just caught in a two-man tackle there between Boris and Edmo.
We've got something we don't see every game. We've got an equipment. So Cameron Leslie unable to continue to push because he was up on Edmo's chair.
Well, we saw that blocking and sort of connecting of chairs yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely. There was a fair bit of that. Also a few, spills, as we said earlier. Cameron Leslie taking a few hits and managing to meet the floor a few times. So.
Yeah, him and the floor were great friends by the end of the day, but thankfully he's okay after those spills. And it's Gavin Rolton that's just getting some attention now, who's on the court in the number 9 jumper for New Zealand.
So New Zealand will now take the ball from the sideline.
So it'll be Otis that takes possession of it. Great little player, Cody Everson.
Cheeky as ever.
Bugle to his close friends as he plays the ball infield to Cam Leslie. So plays it nicely across to Cam Leslie. Leslie has the possession of the ball. Plays it infield. And he'll get the points. So New Zealand, they bring that margin back to 1.
We've got a blown tyre here, Jono, so we'll have an equipment timeout for New Zealand.
So it's looks like it's Gav Rolton that's in a bit of strife there, so there'll be a change of the tyre.
Peter jumping in for the New Zealand team, the mechanic, here this week, representing New Zealand.
PK, so he's just going to change that tyre over. He's probably rivaling in terms of speed Sarah Ellis with that speed of change.
We might have to give out a, best of for the mechanics this week, Jono.
There's got to be an MVP for that role.
We'll get that on the voting table for the All-Star 4 best mechanic.
Sarah's leading it at the moment as Riley Batt goes over for the points for New South Wales. No, there's got to be some sort of points and MVP system for the mechanics.
Who knows, I can create a certificate for them if we so desire.
I can exclusively reveal that Zach Field is in the front running for MVP of coaching, especially with that sugar. So as the play continues, and it's nicely played with HBC. So now the points go the way there. 2:48 left in this first term. 9-7 there to the Gladiators over New Zealand here. So they'll just go back to the side there with Dickie Boris, who will play possession from the line. Boris gives it nicely to Edmo. Edmo goes across to Batt. Batt will play possession nicely. Down the flank, has Leslie just on his right-hand side. And Edmo tried to play support role there, but Riley Batt gets the points. So
Jono, the lead's now 3. New South Wales in the lead, 10-7.
So Jake Howe tries to battle there against HBC. Oh, he goes to the overhead pass to Shane Smith. And it's taken there by Leslie. Leslie with the power, threads the needle, battles his way through, and Cam Leslie gets the points for New Zealand.
They just couldn't lock him up there. Great defence, though. But Cameron Leslie just sneaking through.
So, born in 1990, which makes him 27 this year. So, a belated happy birthday, or maybe one to come for Cam Leslie. As Riley Batt will take it over the halfway line, battles with HBC, takes it nicely to the line. Stay with me here, Fitbit, please. It's either before or after when it comes to a birthday, so it's either a belated birthday or maybe one to come. Anyway, we'll get back to the action here. Goodness gracious me. Away we go to HBC. It's the little things you pick up in commentary. And it's nicely played away to Cam Leslie.
Learning from the best, here I am, John O'Farr, also known as Fluffy McD.
Oh, you said that, not me.
Yeah, well.
Away it goes to Dickie Voris, and it's nicely played by Riley Batt. He's one of the best in this sport for the Australian Steelers, playing it nicely for the Gladiators here at the domestic level. Push it away nicely, and Cody Everson, bugle, he'll take possession of it from the key. And he'll just try and find an opposing player. Nicely played there to Cam Leslie, who came in sneakily. Nicely played to HBC. The Poker King takes on Riley. And HBC playing it well. Oh, that one arm left pass. Will it find Bugle? It will! Oh, that's beautiful stuff from the Kiwis.
What a pass.
Incredible stuff there from HBC. Just launched out the big right peg and away it went. And Cody Everson did particularly well, close to the post with a bit of space. Looks like a bit of a tyre blown there, I heard.
Yeah, really blew an eardrum maybe.
No, that can't be anywhere near that siren that was blaring yesterday.
No, that was all thanks to Michaela.
So, anyway, there's a tyre change here for the Gladiators, and it'll be Andrew Edmondson that has the left peg changed. So the quick change over
double change here.
Double change over, so some work to do here for New South Wales.
Taking a thrill and spill.
There's been a tumble, there's been a fall.
We'll need an equipment for the equipment manager here.
Carries on. Scooby, come on, out you come. Show the pace for the right peg. So it'll go back to possession here, and it'll be New South Wales that have it with Voris. It'll look nicely with Edmo. Edmondson just plays it nicely, tries to get around the Kiwi defence there, and it's Riley Batt now under some pressure from Cam Leslie. And he'll play it nicely, and he'll go through for the point. So well played there to Riley Batt. So it'll be interesting to see, Emma, how do you see this game going? We're about a minute to go before quarter time.
Only 3 points in it with New South Wales leading. Oh, and Riley Batt taking a spill there. Big hit on HBC, and he manages to fall down. So, but he's behind the play. All is well. Cameron Leslie with the ball for New Zealand. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, ready to go.
What about the trot from Scooby?
Beautiful try there. Cameron Leslie taking that for New Zealand, and Riley Batt getting back into play.
Outstanding. Oh, well done, Scooby. On and off in 10 seconds, but the trot, it was all there. So
I love how ready he is to go. Ready with his carpet.
So we go back to the play. Voris will have possession, fires the ball over. Oh, Edmo did particularly well to catch that in some heavy traffic. Gives it back to Riley Batt on the floating fringe. Goes straight up the middle, Batt past Leslie, and plays it well nicely through the key and over for a point.
Isn't his speed just incredible, Jono?
Terrific stuff, and it's great to see him combined with Andrew Edmondson as well, because, you know, it's such a great versatility thing, because it's either Edmo to Batt or Batt to Edmondson. They just have that great back and forth play.
Absolutely.
A little bit like Hayden Barton-Coots and Maya for the New Zealand side. That sort of, you know, unspoken kind of language that they have.
Yeah, it's a great combination those two seem to have.
So they'll play it back across court, and it's the possession the way of New Zealand, but I think there's going to be a change here.
There's been a reach here, so an illegal use of hands by Riley Batt. He'll serve. I don't know if this is his first time in the penalty box, Jono.
I think it's the second time for Riley.
Okay, there you go. But he's been pretty clean this week.
Maybe one yesterday, I've got the feeling, late in that game against Victoria. So maybe a second time for Riley.
He's pretty good. He, having been on court and witnessing, he's pretty sneaky with his hands. Gets in there and usually gets the ball, but unfortunately clipped him on that one, and Kevin making the call for the referees. Quinton, the head Australian referee, with the ball, passes it through to Cody.
So Everson will give the ball in field to Leslie. He'll just hold up the play. And Riley just on the court, still giving instructions from the sideline. Leslie will just go backwards there. He's got Jake Howe there on his fringe, as well as Edmo. And the count, you can hear it. Leslie counting down the clock. And will he have time for it? He will, so the points are there. So 14-12 now, New South Wales and New Zealand.
Jono, 1.1 left on the clock. Just turn it down.
So there it is, quarter time in this thrilling clash between Vero New Zealand and the GIO New South Wales Gladiators. A terrific game we've got building here, ladies and gentlemen. Quarter time, it's 14-12 in favour of New South Wales. Back soon. Back here in just a moment, and we've got the second period of play. So Maya, she brings her appearance on the court, so this will be a great addition for the Kiwis. The play there from HBC now. He'll take possession of play. HBC gives the ball across court. Nice play by Cody Everson. Plays away nicely. So Hewitt now on the court for New Zealand. And great work there from HBC. He'll play it beautifully close to the line. And the points come pretty quickly. So nicely played by Edmo over the top. Riley back. Has possession of the ball. And he'll play it beautifully. So great work there from the New South Wales side. So New Zealand will take possession of the ball. Nicely played over there by Maya. HBC now has the ball. He'll take on the line, pushes away one. Nicely played away. Just battles with Riley back there. And HBC will try and take control of this one. So it's played away nicely by HBC. Good possession of play. Just trying to battle there. Hewitt doing his best to stop protection. And it's nicely played through the middle by HBC using his size and power. That's a great play from the Kiwis, Em.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was 4 in the key, so a penalty goal there in the end. Up through the middle, Riley Batt with the ball.
Nicely taken by the Gladiators. They'll play it over the halfway line now. Pushes away one. Beautiful play there from Riley Batt. Just manoeuvrability is wonderful inside the key. Still going. Bounces off HBC. Holds the possession of ball. Tries to get it away. Great work from Jake Howe. Nice work now from Edmondson. Edmondson will play it just outside the key. Tries to find something. Beautiful pass back in field to Riley Batt, and the points come easily for the Gladiators.
Just what you were talking about before, Jono. Edmo and Riley really working well together there. It's like they can just read one another and know when to pass. It's a great combination, those two. And of course, Daniel Holt on for New South Wales as well. Really great in the defence. His main purpose, the blocking, so, Jono.
Yeah, it's just brilliant stuff from Holty. He's in the number 9 jersey, and that's great work from Unmeyer and HBC to give it to Hewitt. Rob Hewitt getting the points for the Kiwis on that particular occasion. He was a Wheel Blacks member in 2017, born in Taoroa in 1984. He celebrates his 33rd birthday on the 10th of August. So, nice push away from Edmo. Played well there from Riley Batt. Batt plays it nicely. Back in field. Tries to get around one. Nicely played. Pushes it across line. Back in field past Unmeyer. Nice play there from New South Wales. So, 17-15. The score to the Gladiators, to the Kiwis now. So, great little battle ensuing here. We're in the second period. And there's still one more game to go. That right pass again to Unmeyer. And the finish, it's just going to come a little bit later as Unmeyer faces some traffic, but great backup in support from HBC. Coots will play the ball, plays it nicely, pushes away one. Just has Jake Howe on that fringe. In fact, it's Leday. So HBC takes on the line.
Locked up there, Riley Batt not able to pass through there. HBC for the try for New Zealand.
Yeah, clever stuff from him. So it'll be played in field. Nice work there from Edmo onto Riley. Leday just battling nicely on that left-hand side. Creates an opportunity for Riley. Plenty of space and prevents Unmeyer from getting any further traction. 18-16 the score now. 5 to go. Ball's pushed back in field from Unmeyer. Now to Hewitt. Hewitt pushes it away. Gives the ball over the top. Unmeyer has possession of the ball. Nicely played away to HBC. And Coots will play it nicely. And he'll just battle his way around Daniel Holt there, who's just flying on the fringes there, creating some blockages. It's prevented HBC from getting any more penetration, and he'll go back on the halfway line. Nicely played, pushes away. Just back in field to the key. So pushing it away. And HBC still going at the line. Beautiful pass to Unmeyer, and the finish was special. So Unmeyer gets the goal there. Leday gives it nicely to Batt. Batt looking for possession. Now he fires the ball across, so he goes back to Leday. Leday controlled it beautifully. Oh, what about the pass from Ben Leday? Terrific stuff, and Edmo with a finish. That is terrific stuff from the New South Wales Gladiators. So Unmeyer will have possession of the ball. Pushes it into Everson. Everson now. Otis gives the ball back in field to Unmeyer. Unmeyer to Everson. Everson back across to Batt, and the play will play possession there. So it's a nice little play there developing here between this contest. Em, how do you see this contest so far? 19-17, it's the Gladiators by 2.
Yeah, it's a nice tight game. We're in the second period with 4 minutes to go, and it's been really tight. The defence, they're really locking up one another, but the long ball seems to be the way to go in this game, Jono.
Yeah, it seems to be that way of possession, and change over here from Curtis Palmer now. He's just having a chat with his side. So he won't make any changes. But the Gladiators go back on court. And it looks as though New Zealand have stuck with their 4 in Everson, Leslie, Hewitt and Ummai. So H getting some time on the sideline. Hayden Barton Coots, terrific player for New Zealand, born in Auckland. And now we go back to the play. So as Riley Batt continues possession, he'll just try and take it on the key, goes around Ummai, battles his way around Leslie, now trying to get there. Leday with the block, brilliant stuff from him.
Oh, Cameron Leslie steals it out of Riley's lap. Wow, what an impressive play. Pushing up the floor, and he'll take the try for the New Zealand side.
So Leslie has possession there, well played there. And now Edmo has possession, back to Holt, onto Edmo. Leday tries to get the ball, good hands from him. Beautiful pass down the sideline to Riley Batt, and Batt will have the finish in the end. So now Ummai has possession. She'll give the pass infield to Cam Leslie. Leslie will play it nicely, just over that halfway line. Plays it well, pushes his way through, battles some traffic, stays on 2 wheels, now goes backwards. What about the versatility and agility from Cam Leslie? Terrific play from him.
Incredible to keep himself upright there, and makes the try for the New Zealand side. The score is only 1 between it now, Jono. 20 to New South Wales and 19 to the New Zealand.
Yes, there's a tyre change for Cam Leslie just on the far side. The left peg just getting changed.
Lucky that's all it is. He didn't take that spill. Recovering yesterday from many big hits from the Canadian side, where Cameron Leslie ended up on the floor.
Yeah, he took about 8 spills yesterday, so it's great.
He also gave out a few, Jono.
He did. He did. He was the perpetrator of a few.
He's got some strength about him, Cameron Leslie from New Zealand. Some power. It hits hard when he hits you.
So we go back to the play, and now it's to Batt, who has possession. Nice little pass over the top. Oh, Otis tried to get it nicely there, but couldn't quite contain it. And Ummai has change of possession. So great work there from the Kiwis to regain possession over the halfway line. Nicely played and pushed on that left flank. Just backing across. Just battles a way through. Nice little pass. Can Cam Leslie pick up the scraps? He can, but he might run out of room. No, he's done particularly well with limited space. Cam Leslie taking on the line, pushing away one. Nicely pushed back. Oh, that's terrific stuff from the Kiwis and Cam Leslie especially. And we're back to 20 all with 2.5 to go.
Look at
before
that.
half-time.
How impressive by the New Zealand side, bringing the scoreline even. For the chase, Cameron Leslie following down Andrew Edmondson. And penalty goal. Cameron throwing his arm in there, but Edmo getting the clearance from the referee for that penalty goal.
Plays possession there for Ummai. Now to Leslie. Leslie pushes away one. Has possession. Nicely pushed away by Riley Batt there, and the penalty has been called.
Timeout saves the day for the back court. 12 seconds to pass over that halfway line, Jono.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what both sides are talking about here in their team talk, and if they make any changes. We saw a couple of changes. I think it was Canada that made some late changes with like a second to go.
Yeah, it was incredible. They switched up their squad throughout the game.
Yeah,
in fact,
so
quite a lot, which was really an interesting to see. We don't necessarily see that throughout most games, but
true.
Fresh legs.
Yeah, so we're back to live play here now, and Ummai. So we're all 21-20 at the moment with 2:20 on the clock as Ummai gave possession in field, and now Hewitt will have at the ball just outside the key. Popped out the pass, nicely played away from Leslie. Leslie has possession of the ball, and he'll play it just well across to the line and get the points there for the Kiwis. Terrific stuff from Cam Leslie.
Oh, what a player. Passes through so easily, but everyone locked up. Riley Batt now for New South Wales with the ball. Speeding up the court on the left-hand side of the field. Maya can't quite make it. Cameron Leslie has a crack, but Riley Batt taking the try for New South Wales. The score is 22 now to New South Wales and 21 New Zealand. 1 minute 48 remaining in this first half, Jono.
Yeah, terrific stuff. And it's played away nicely by Hewitt, and the Kiwis have it. Now Leslie. He goes hard at the line, and Cam Leslie gets the points.
Great quick score there.
Yeah, nice response from the Kiwis. So 22 apiece with 90 seconds to go before half-time. We've got ourselves a fantastic second half coming up as Bat now tries to take the ball for New South Wales. Nice floating pass over to his mate, Andrew Edmondson, and Bat and Edmo combine beautifully.
Beautiful combination from the pair.
So it's now played away to Amai, and she'll try and play it off the key. Pushes it away to Cody Everson. Everson nicely pushed back in field. Gives the ball across field to Amai. Amai gives it across to Leslie, who picks it up on the half volley. He's away from Bat. You can hear the countdown in the background.
Oh, just getting that timeout in time. Cameron Leslie for the New Zealand side.
So referee Quentin just making the call there. And it looks like it's a timeout call, is it?
Yeah, another timeout for the New Zealand side. They have chewed up 2 of their on-court timeouts. So, Jono, we have 4 on-court timeouts, which are 30 seconds apiece.
Okay.
Throughout a game, and we also have 2 coaches, which are 60 seconds apiece, and both of those they can then make substitutions. So we need it for it. We need dead ball for it to be a substitution.
Sure. Okay.
Riley Bat ready, not wanting to let Karen Leslie on the court. Substitution here will be made for the New Zealand squad.
Yeah, HBC comes back onto the court, Hayden Barton Coots. So nice little battle just going on in front of us here in the broadcast position. And it'll be played nicely over there, over on the far side now. So it'll be interesting to see what New Zealand can do with this possession. Can they get points inside a minute? Ball nicely played to Everson, played it beautifully back to Leslie. Leslie plays it over the halfway line.
High point scorer, Cameron Leslie for the New Zealand side, Jono.
Yeah, he's getting some more points there for the Kiwis. So it'll be played nicely.
Contact made here before the whistle. So when it's dead play, before the whistle is blown, they have a warning. Each half, each team has a contact warning, and otherwise they'll serve in the penalty box. So Riley Bat with the ball through the middle. Great speed and agility, this man.
Yeah, so he got the pass from Edmondson, and it was great lead-up work there from Dickie Voris that created the opportunity. So it's now Everson gives it to Coots. Coots is pushed away. Played well nicely away is Coots. He's got some trouble there with Riley Bat, who goes into him.
Isn't Riley working hard at that front court and the others?
Uses the right arm beautifully there with Leslie. And now back to Coots. Coots and Leslie combining well here. 27 seconds left on the clock here. Interesting to see what play they'll go here with the Kiwis. Leslie has possession. He's in that forward pocket. Tries to get himself inside the key. Plenty of attention from Andrew Edmondson. Play goes back now. Oh, the pop pass. It came beautifully from Leslie. And it'll be played on by HBC, and Coots gets the goal. 24 apiece as we go to the half-time break. Not much time left on the clock. Here goes Bat, straight up the middle. Can the Batman do something here for the Gladiators? Nice little right fender. Edmo.
Oh!
That's as special as you'll get. Terrific stuff from Bat and Edmondson. It picks up the points. 25-24.
Jono, how impressive was that with 0.6 remaining?
Oh, that is as good as it gets leading into half-time. 25-24. The Gladiators lead it narrowly. Coming up, a exciting, thrilling second half. So back we go for this thrilling second half of this game. About to start. It's a narrow lead to the New South Wales side. They lead at 25-24. So a narrow 1 point lead as New South Wales will get us started with Simon Bartlett on the court in the 11 jumper. Gives it back in field to Edmo. Taken there by Bat. He seemed to twist a little bit awkwardly there as he took that possession. Plays the ball nicely. And he'll go over for the points. So great little start there for the Gladiators. They needed that point to just get that buffer in. 26-24.
Yeah, great start there for New South Wales, getting that across the line within the first 10 seconds, Jono.
So Cody Everson nicely passes to Coots. Coots fires the ball across court to Cam Leslie, and Leslie goes over the halfway line and plays possession beautifully and gets the points. So the Kiwis developing nicely. They're starting to keep in touch with the tail of the Gladiators, 26-25. And the Gladiators now throw possession through Bartlett and now to Edmondson. And Edmo tries to battle across nicely. Picks up beautifully there from Bat. Bat goes straight up the middle, creates a big hole for himself. Beautiful overhead pass. Bartlett's flying on the fringe. And he'll get the points.
Beautiful lock-up there from Daniel Holt in the backcourt, the low pointer on HBC, allowing that play to just flow there for the New South Wales side.
So Everson will play the ball in field to Cam Leslie. 35 on the shot clock. Leslie straight up the middle. Bit of individual brilliance there from Cam Leslie. Really did it so easily. Carved up the middle.
He's a strong player, Cameron Leslie, from the New Zealand squad. Multi-Paralympian, also a avid swimmer.
So played away nicely to Riley Bat. And played over that attacking key and goes in for the points. Looks like there's a tyre change here for Simon Bartlett. Right wheel being changed over.
Certainly putting them to work, the mechanics today.
Yeah,
lots of tyre changes in this game and throughout the day.
It's one of the risks in the sport. You get those tyre contacts as well as the axle changes and when the player comes to a muster on the ground. So HBC working beautifully in that space, close to the fringe. Looking for an opportunity, fires the pass. Goes downtown to Cam Leslie. Leslie takes a spin in the corner. So, bit of the signage being taken out there. Leslie taking another fall as PK comes in and brings out the magic carpet.
Just getting some clarification on the call that's been made here.
So they'll play it up nicely there.
Cameron Leslie back on his two wheels.
So he's had a couple of falls today, but thankfully it's a little less than yesterday. And a couple of those ones late on day one were pretty heavy knocks to the head. So that's a good thing that Cam's not copping that.
So, Jono, we've had a timeout called. Cameron Leslie managing to sneak that through just before.
Just before he fell.
Yeah, very
Wow.
impressive.
Wow, okay. So getting the play in there as Daniel Holt will just be near the ball. Not sure if he will inbound it. It might go to maybe Edmo or Bartlett as Cody Everson comes onto the court. And Gavin Rolton has come on to the court in the number 9 jumper. Referee's just having a discussion to my right-hand side.
So just because there was a bit of contact there, Jono, they're just getting some clarification to make sure that it's just the timeout being called, disputing the call a little bit from the New Zealand side.
So just having a call there changed, so it'll be back in the possession now.
And we're back in play. New Zealand with the ball from the side.
Yeah, the Kiwis will have possession through Everson. Everson plays it nicely close to the line, fires it over to Leslie. Leslie now goes hard at the line, goes against Bat, tries to battle his way close to the line, pushes away nicely. Point goes to Leslie. So a nice bit of contact there close to the key. And the point came the way for Cam Leslie.
Bit of audacity there on the field, Jono.
You're going to see it at this level, and especially this late on day 2, as the pass is fired down court from Edmo, and nicely played away to Bat. Bat will play it beautifully. He'll give it nicely to Everson. Everson fires the pass across to HBC. He's looking for some opportunities here. Coots, nice pass to Leslie. Leslie goes down the middle of the court looking for an opportunity. Has Bat there on the flank. Tries to push away. Everson doing his best to create a gap between Edmondson and Bat. And a call has been made there, Em.
Yeah, we've got an illegal use of hands. Riley Bat in the penalty box for the second time for this game, Jono.
Yeah, so that's now a 3rd appearance in that box. We were just mentioning it. Might have been his first earlier today, so a 2nd appearance in the box. So it probably shows the competitive nature of Riley Bat more than anything.
Yeah, absolutely. He's certainly up in play, both on the offence and defence. Very active player. An Australian stealer. Has been for many years.
Yeah, in 4 Paralympic Games. Started
very young, Riley Bat, in the sport.
So Cam Leslie just slowing down the clock, just taking his time close to the key. And he'll finally get the points there. So 29-27 becomes 29-28, just under 6 to play in this 3rd period. This will be a decisive quarter in this particular game. May tell the tale of the tape going into the final term. Edmondson back to Bat. Bat and Edmo go toe-to-toe with that one. And now it finds Bartlett on the reach. Good work from Simon. Now Bartlett needs to find possession. Gives a nice little pass back to the fringe to Bat. Bat needs to find somebody. He's trapped there by Leslie. Now has some work to do around Coots. Oh, that's terrific stuff in limited space from Riley Bat. That's why he's an Australian international. Played it beautifully there, Riley, close to the line. And Everson will get us back underway. Fires the ball inbound, finds Leslie. Leslie tries to battle away. Has Everson just there on his right. Now he has his on his left. Pushes away beautifully. Down goes Leslie. Everson providing a block there with Bartlett. Edmo trying his best to get in there. So too Holt. Now it's played from Leslie. Leslie trying to get away. Edmo. Now he goes up the middle. Beautiful stuff from Cam Leslie. Taking on the size. The pass was beautiful and special to Hayden Barton Coots. And H gets the goal. Brilliant stuff from New Zealand. Great pressure applied, M, from Leslie. And the finish, pretty special from HBC.
Yeah, and some tight defence there too by the New South Wales, but they're just managing to sneak that through. Great patience there by Cameron Leslie to pass that through to HBC for the try. Now we have Edmo with the ball for the New South Wales side. Releases it through to Riley Bat.
Pushed away beautifully there from Edmo. And now Bat will have possession. He goes backwards. That's great technical brilliance from Riley Bat, who gets the points. So,
Jono, one year we had Riley Bat doing some flips and turns when he got knocked down. It was very, he did about 5 rolls.
Oh, he was superb in the final last year against Japan. Really got himself fired up and ready for that contest. You could see it in his face when he came onto the court.
Very prominent player.
Yeah, and he really played a pivotal role alongside Andrew Edmondson in that final against Japan. It was wonderful to watch at the new Netball Centre as the wheelchair rugby made its debut at that venue, and we'll be there on Saturday. I'm really looking forward to that. There'll be 5th v 6th, of course the bronze medal game, the celebrity game, which will be a lot of fun. That'll be at 3 o'clock. Then 4:30, we battle for gold. And then the awards ceremony to follow. So a wonderful day for Saturday, and of course tomorrow. We're playing for gold tomorrow, Em. So another wonderful day for day 3 of this championships.
Yeah, that'll be fantastic. That'll be the national championship gold medal game, and then featuring for the test event on Saturday for the bronze and gold medal.
Yeah, so great stuff still to come for 2 days here at Sydney Olympic Park. One more day here at the Sports Centre. And then we just move a little to the left to the Netball Centre, which is only probably 2 years old, I think, from memory. The Sydney Swifts, they've played a couple of games there as well, and they use it as a bit of a training base in the netball. So we're just about to get a play underway. I've got a feeling it's going to start from the key as a tyre change is being made to Gavin Rolton just in front of me.
And Jono, the score is 33 to New South and 30 to New Zealand. So we've got three apiece in this third period. 4:18 remaining in this third quarter of the game.
So penalty blown there for the tyre change. So that's been done to Roltz. So now Everson will play it infield. He'll go inbound and find HBC. So H goes at the line, pushes away one. That's Riley Batt. Now he takes on the line, goes past Simon Bartlett. Here comes Riley Batt on the fringe. Good work from HBC. Tries to battle around one. Takes on the line. Good possession from Coots. Coots goes left and right. Pushes his way around. Good punch. Good bounce. Good push through for the points.
Riley Batt leaving the court there, so it was a penalty goal.
So it'll now be played just from the key.
Simon Bartlett will take the inbound for the New South Wales side.
So Bartlett to take possession. Nice pass across court. Finds Edmo over the top to Bartlett. Bartlett will play it nicely away to Batt. Batt just pushes his way around. Good blocking from Daniel Holt. Straight up the middle goes Batt over the halfway line. Plays it nicely towards the attacking 50. That was brilliant there from Bartlett and Edmo. And the push, wonderful. And it's given the opportunity for Riley Batt to pick up some points there. 34-31. And now there's another tyre change. I think again it's to Gavin Rolton. So yeah, it is. Gav Rolton gets another tyre change there. So now Cody Everson will play possession. Has the ball. Good pass over the top. Coots is firing with the pass and plays it nicely. Pushes away one. Coots plays it pretty well. Pushes down the flank. Nicely played over the halfway line. Tremendous control from H. Great pass across to Cam Leslie. And the points come the way of the Kiwis. So Edmo will get us back into play from the key. Looking pretty dangerous at the moment, Edmo. Gives the pass across to Riley Batt. Batt now plays it away. Pushes away a few Kiwi. Brilliant blocking there from Daniel Holt. Feeds the keyhole beautifully. The pass was brilliant from Riley Batt to Andrew Edmondson, and the points come for the Gladiators. 35-32 with just over 3 to play in this third period. So it's pushed away by Leslie. Leslie goes inside the defensive quarter. Now just pushes away one. Goes over the halfway. A little bit of shove and push from Riley Batt.
Oh, and he forces the back court. Impressive work, impressive defence there. Cameron Leslie trying to release the ball before passing over that half, but landed back into him and the back court violation called. Substitution here made for the New Zealand side.
So Clayton Utia is coming onto the court. Cam Leslie will take some time on the sideline. So Utia in the 5. So he takes the line. So he was named in the Wheel Black side for the Ken Soden Cup. Clayton Utia, he's been a wonderful player for New Zealand for a number of years. Riley Batt goes over and gets some more points for the Gladiators. So now it goes to 36-32. The margin 4 with 3 to play. And now it's played across. Pushes it across to Utia. Utia now goes down the sideline. So it's played back to Coots. Coots will play it nicely away. So it's pushed away beautifully there to Coots. Coots just pushes away a few around Bartlett and gets the points, H. So the Kiwis continue that pressure close to the key. Quick play here from the Gladiators. Nicely played from Edmo. Edmo will give the pass across to Riley Batt. Batt will pick it up nicely. And the points come the way of the Gladiators. So it's pushed away now to Utia. Utia has it close to the key. Just goes over the top, nicely pushed away to H. Barton Coots now tries to battle his way through. Coots now fires the pass down in a matter of moments. In fact, no, he'll go himself. I thought he was going to pass to Umai, but decides to take on the line. Umai just providing protection on that left flank.
Side, when you got Riley Batt down there, you really got to be smart because he can lock you up in any position.
He can, and speaking of Batt, he's now got possession of the ball and he takes it up beautifully. So the points come the way of the Gladiators. So now 38-34, the score, 4 points the margin. We just still have 2 to play in this third term. Terrific game we're seeing here this afternoon, Em, between the Gladiators and the Kiwis.
Yeah, some very impressive wheelchair rugby. Been a few penalties, both teams serving some time.
So it'll be played nicely to Hayden Barton-Coots, who'll fire straight into Edmo. Big collision there. Goes to Utia. Can't quite get the juggle.
What a pass, though. That just a bit challenging to execute that one, wasn't it?
Just a nice little pass over the top. The Dr. Julius Irving from the Lakers. A little overhead pass to Utia, and it sort of bounced off his wheel, so couldn't quite pick it up on the half volley as it goes to Bartlett and now to Edmo. Edmondson tries to take on the line. He goes down the touch line. Good work here from Utia in defence. Puts some pressure on. Gives the pass across. Simon Bartlett spins and pivots. Now he gives the pass across. That's great work. And it is terrific work from AJ. Holloway gets the goal. Andrew Holloway for the Gladiators. He picks up the goal. Terrific team goal on that occasion.
Yeah, and straight off the bench, Holloway getting that try. Excellent play. Excellent teamwork.
Utia gives the ball nicely away to Barton-Coots. Coots tries to battle away, pushes off Holloway. Now brilliant blocking from Cody Everson, prevents any more from that. Coots, combines beautifully with Meyer, and the score comes there for the Kiwis. Looks as though Cam Leslie's about to come onto the court for the Kiwis here. As Simon Bartlett will take it up. Holloway, now look at the pressure. He's just firing through that mid-court section. Trying to battle his way through. Bounces at once. Keeps it alive. Now down that left flank. Passes over the top. Beautiful pass. One bounce and it'll go to Andrew Edmondson for the score.
What a great release there by Holloway through to Edmo. Impressive rugby.
What about the impact from AJ? He's only been on the court for, a minute?
Yeah.
Wow. Incredible stuff from Holloway. There's Meyer now battles with the ball. She gets it. Clayton Utia, nice little block. Holloway comes at her. Utia now. He's trying to play court on that left-hand flank. Amai tries to get the possession of the ball. Now she keeps it alive. Good blocking from Utia. Now played it to Amai. Amai battles away beautifully just outside that fringe. Holloway's doing his best to stop. Everson's trying to stop Holloway. Now comes Barton-Coots down the right flank and gets the points. Terrific stuff from the Kiwis. They applied the pressure and that was good stuff. So now it'll be Bartlett that gets us back into play, gives it nicely to Holloway. Holloway gives it across court, plays it well. Amaya giving some pressure here. Holloway now with possession of the ball, draws in H, gives it across, and that's terrific stuff.
No, so back
Holloway, so no score there.
No, unfortunately, yeah, we've had happen here in the back court. Andrew Holloway, great release pass, but unfortunately managing to have a hold onto the New Zealand team. So it'll be a change in direction, change in play. New Zealand will end up with the ball on the sideline. Unfortunate, just such big hits there.
So it is the play from New Zealand now. Utia will have it from the sideline.
There's only 27.7 remaining.
Plays it nicely to Ummire inside that final minute. Plays it nicely before three-quarter time. Ummire needs some support. Who she's got? She's got Utia on that left-hand flank. Will she go herself? She'll push. She'll barrage past Holloway and get the points. 14 seconds to go. The Kiwis come up with a little bit of magic. 40-37. 14 seconds to go before three-quarter time. Holloway now ploughs into Utia. Utia now tries to battle back, but Holloway now has possession across court. Yes, gets it! Brilliant stuff from Andrew Edmondson to read that play and get that distance right for Andrew Holloway. As Utia now has possession of the ball. Last throw of the dice for the Kiwis. 4 seconds on the clock. H goes long. Have they got a bit of magic, the Kiwis? No, they don't. The bounce is a little bit too high. And we go to three-quarter time. We've got a final quarter coming up. It'll be a thriller. Stay with us. It's New South Wales leading it by 4. 41-37. Back in a minute. Okay, so we're back here for the final term. This will be interesting here, Em. It'll be fascinating to see who can pick up the win. New South Wales lead it by 4, but what are the Kiwis got to do to get themselves back in this contest?
Yeah, Jono, it really is anyone's game, and there's certainly fire in the belly of the New Zealanders here. And there you go. Maya through to Rob, bringing that lead down by 3 now, straight in that first few 10 seconds.
So the Kiwis respond well there, as Edmondson now has possession for New South Wales. He'll try and find it through Leday, and Leday can't quite get possession continuing there.
Bit of luck to New Zealand there, so they'll end up with possession on the side.
Bit of pressure applied too in that key area as well, so that may have gone down. But now it'll go back to New Zealand now, so Ummire has possession. So this will be a good opportunity for them to narrow that gap, as Leslie will try and push his way around. Good work there from Everson in blocking, and Leslie goes through for the point. It's a quick play, and it'll bring them within 2. So they were down by 4 at 3/4 time, and now they're back to 2. So some work to do for the Gladiators here, as the ball goes into Leday and now to Holloway. Holloway pushes away from a couple. Nice little overhead pass. Edmo on the charge. Has he got the pace? Yes, he does. Terrific work there from Andrew Edmondson to draw in that ball, stay clear of the post and get the points for the Gladiators. So it'll come back. Maya Ummire has come from about 4 suburbs away to get that ball. She flew down that flank, and now she gives the ball across to Leslie. Leslie plays possession. Nicely played through the line. Leslie will push away, just a battling with Edmo. Now Holloway tries to battle. Good work there from Rob Hewitt in defence, and he'll beat Ben Leday, and it'll be Cam Leslie that gets the points for the Kiwis. So now New South Wales now on the charge. Leday inbound ball to Holloway. Holloway, who's had great impact in this game, goes around the key, pushes around Maya Ummire. She goes for the steal. Terrific stuff. Ummire gives it back to Leslie. Quick change in possession. Oh, the penalty blown.
Incredible defence there from Maya. And now Cameron Leslie in possession of the ball. Andrew Holloway taking the penalty. Illegal use of hands there called.
So time in the box for Holloway.
So New Zealand will be at an advantage here, 4-on-3.
Well, when they're down by 2, that impact will have great effect, as Ummire just quickly plays it to Leslie. Leslie will play it, and now the margin's quickly about to be to 1, as Leslie will play it close to the line, and the points are there. So great effort from Cam Leslie. Terrific stuff, and played well there. So it's just a short break in play here as a timeout call is given by the referees. Both players will go to the bench. So it'll be interesting to see here, Em, if any changes are made to the 4 on court.
Yeah, I believe there's a substitution about to take place.
So I'm just wondering if it's, yeah, it is for New South Wales. So Leday is off, and looks like Daniel Holt goes on for the Gladiators in the number 9 jumper. So Daniel Holt is a big Dallas Cowboys fan, and he, the son of Stephen Holt, the former coach of the Gladiators, and he's played a great defensive role, just working around the fringes.
Sorry, John, I don't necessarily realise just how key play the low pointers are. Daniel Holt being a low pointer there for New South Wales. They really do make a difference to this game, locking up the defence to allow that beautiful offensive play by the higher pointers as a general. Yeah,
he's created a few blocks close to the key in the goal area, and just sort of hanging back on the fringes to stop any further play escalating as Andrew Edmondson goes over for some more points. So that margin there goes back to the 2, 43-41. Just over 6.5 to play in this game as Ummire fires the pass into Hewitt. Hewitt gives it to Leslie. Here come the Kiwis. Leslie fires the ball just over that half-court area. Keeps the ball alive, needs to play possession. Plays it into back, goes into him. Ummire plays protection beautifully. And the points come. We're back to that 1-point margin. So now the Kiwis have just got to force an error here, Em, and we're back level peg.
That's right, and it's 6 minutes 30 remaining in the game. So it's anyone's game.
So Edmo, nice pass across the bat Bat played it well, tries to get away from Leslie. Leslie tried to get a hand in there, involved. Bat goes around the corner and the margin goes back to the 2, 44-42. 6 to play. Good work there in blocking from Daniel Holt again. Just proving that those low pointers really play the high impact in this game as Bat tries to get the ball and can't quite get the points on that occasion. So
New South now with the ball from the sideline. Not managing to pick that one up, the New Zealand side.
So this will give them an opportunity close to goal. And it'll be played inbound. Nicely passed over the top. Bat now needs to look for some support. Fires the ball back. Finds Andrew Edmondson. Edmo goes to Bartlett. Picks it up on the half volley. Bartlett goes past Ummai. Terrific work on that left flank. And the points come for the Gladiators. So 45-42. So quick as a flash. They were leading by 1, now they're leading by 3.
Only takes a few possessions, Jono, and you can take the lead by a few. It's really great to see. Cameron Leslie through the middle. Amar passing it. And excellent play there by New Zealand.
So Bartlett will kick us off back at the key. And now they'll play possession. Good work there from Riley Bat. Bat will play it just off the line. Pushes away nicely. Bat just going through the key. Tries to push back. Nice pass over the top. Edmondson has possession of the ball. Now he needs some support. Leslie pushes in the man. Well drawn there from Edmo. Bat goes through the middle. Size and agility shown. And the points come for the Gladiators. Terrific stuff. So 46-43, 5.5 to go. Ummai will get us back underway. She fires the pass to Hewitt. Hewitt goes long, close to the sideline. Got a feeling he might have gone out there, has he, Em?
No, he would have gone out, but taking the opportunity to call the timeout because Simon was up on him pressing. So timeout called for New Zealand. They'll take it from the side in just a few moments. So 5 minutes and 30 remaining in this game. It's been a tight match, Jono. 46-43, New South Wales leading here in the last part of the game.
Yeah, it's been a terrific game so far. These two sides really battling at it. New South Wales had that bit of a shock loss yesterday to Victoria Protect Thunder in their final game. So showing some signs of fatigue, and the Gladiators will get a decent break. So New South Wales face Victoria. They picked up the win there, 62-57. And then Japan, they had a 57-54 win there over Victoria. And then, of course, yesterday it was 62-57 to Victoria in that final game. So they were the results from the opening day. So a terrific contest we saw. The Gladiators picking up that win, firstly over the Queenslanders. And they've just sort of gone back and forth at the moment, which is interesting for the Gladiators as they play the ball inbound nicely through Edmondson. They picked up the silver medal last year at the Nationals. So hoping to go one better. They lost to Japan, who are a class side, who really rotated their side cleverly. They're doing that a little bit, but I'm noticing Canada do that a little bit more in 2017. As Ummai has possession of the ball, gives it nicely to Leslie. Leslie pushes inbound over the halfway line, just slowing down the clock. The margin is 3. We're under 5 to play in this contest. Nicely played by Leslie, just pushing away, pops the pass across, but it's intercepted as it goes through. So we've got one more game to go today. It's Team Canada taking on the Suncorp Queensland Cyclones. Final game for day 2. And then tomorrow we kick off at 10 a.m. with Victoria taking on New Zealand. So that'll be a thrilling contest, Em.
Yeah, that'll be a tight match, I'm sure. Both of those teams showing their skills this week.
So beautifully played by Cam Leslie, who just sneaks through on that right flank and picks up the points. And pushed away there from Bat onto Edmo. Edmo to Bat. Bat goes over the top. Plays possession straight over the halfway line. Pushed away by Leslie. Nicely played by Bat. He'll still stay with possession.
Just got that momentum flying through Cameron Leslie without a chance to knock him down.
Yeah. So away it goes to Ummai. Ummai plays possession from the key. Tries to find Hewitt. Hewitt tried to get the pass and it's been intercepted by Riley Bat. So the point comes there for
so we
the
had
Gladiators.
we had a leaving the court violation there on Amaya. She hadn't quite gotten on, but enough for it to then go through to the Blues for a goal. And another one, 50.
So coach's timeout called with 4:13 left as New South Wales bring up the 50 points in this contest. So Team Canada will battle the Queenslanders, Suncorp Queensland Cyclones next. That'll be the final game for day 2. And then we've got 5 pool games tomorrow, followed by a bit of fun with the family and friends taking to the court. And then, of course, the National Championship gold medal game. It'll be interesting to see who's in the running for that. At the moment, you could probably say New South Wales and Victoria, based on results, Em?
Yeah, so far it seems that way, but it's anyone's at this point in time.
Yeah, Queensland have got 2 big games tomorrow. They've got it against Japan and New Zealand, so 2 international games. If they can pick up a win there, and New South Wales, say, go down to Canada, and Victoria lose to New Zealand, that'll really shake things up a bit.
Yeah, we'll see how we go, but it will come back to the scoreboard even potentially. If it's that tight between match to match, we'll have to take it point to point.
So we shall see as the day develops today and tomorrow. Tomorrow we battle for gold in that national championship, and then Saturday, 2 days' time, we face off in that gold medal game across the road at the Netball Centre. So 2 big days still to come here at the Wheelchair Rugby Championships as Cody Everson fires the ball nicely, finds it beautifully to Leslie. Leslie just on the key, having a bit of pressure applied, throw the overhead pass. And that's
Cameron
what the
Leslie
does.
leaving the court there, so it'll be change of play. New South Wales with the ball on the base.
So the change of possession comes back to Riley Batt. Batt will play the ball, just firing it on the key, pushing away one. Just nicely played around Cam Leslie. Batt tries to go at the line, pushes away from Hayden Barton-Coots and goes in for the points. So 51-45, the margin now 6, just under 4 to play in this contest. Here come the Kiwis through Leslie, just on that halfway line, finds himself in the attacking quarter. Has to beat Riley Batt. Great block and push there from HBC. And Leslie gets the points for the Kiwis. Bartlett, quick pass back in, nicely to Edmo. Edmo goes long to Batt. Batt will take his time, picks up the scoop.
There's that great partnership again, that long ball. Riley and Edmo working so well together on the New South Wales team with that.
Plays it beautifully indeed. And Riley Batt gets the points for the Gladiators. Good pass across inbound from Everson. Tried to find Leslie, who gets some grief there from Batt, and Edmo
Leslie locked up there by Batt.
Pushed away nicely. Bartlett now has possession. Riley Batt now wants the ball and gets it. Pushes away one, away from HBC, and flies in that left flank for the points. So the Gladiators applying pressure there. 53-46 the score. 3:23 left on this clock. Great game we've seen so far. Looking forward to seeing Canada take on the Queenslanders next. It'll be a great contest. We hope you can stay with it for us. And the ball is nicely played there to Coots, and Rolton tried to go for the possession.
Oh, what a
Riley
pickup by
Batt
Batt.
charges at the line, goes hard at Leslie. Now he goes back towards Coots and slows down the time on the clock and plays it well, and the points come the way of the Gladiators. So terrific pressure applied there from Batt.
Incredible, and some big hits there from both sides.
Yeah, real game changer, and it'll be interesting to see if Harry Clist gets any game time.
Love
today.
to see him on the field.
So he's played a huge role. He scored 8 goals yesterday. I think it was in the game against Victoria or Queensland. And then earlier today, when the Gladiators played Japan, he showed so much class and talent. He took on Masayuki Haga. It was youth v experience, and the confidence of Harry Clist was the better. And it was a fantastic little sweeping play. Haga was trying to push him into the corner of the court. Harry took on the challenge, came up trumps. Brilliant to see.
It's great to see the junior really excelling in the sport now. A bit more strength and body size to him than the last few years. So great to see him representing New South Wales this year.
Yeah, so it'll be a great challenge for Harry Clist. Let's hope he has a long and productive career in wheelchair rugby. I'm sure he will. He's just that 13 at the moment, so great experience for the young kid.
Yeah, certainly a bright future for Harry.
Oh, absolutely. So no doubt he'll be appearing in Paralympics come down the track, maybe 2020. So the play goes nicely to Leslie. He'll play it well. So he'd be about 16 or 17, so maybe a little bit too young for 2020, but you never know.
We'll see. Riley Batt was up quite young.
Well, there you go. So if the development continues, and let's hope it does for Harry, you might see him in 2020 in Tokyo. So the ball goes across court, just runs out of space there. 54-47, just 2:40 to play in this contest. So tomorrow we've got some wonderful games. Victoria start with New Zealand. Queensland battle Japan. The Gladiators face Team Canada. Queensland go against New Zealand, and then Japan finish the pool games against Canada, and then we battle for National Championship gold as HBC gets the points for the Kiwis. Now it'll come back to Ben Luday, who's on the court. Ben has had a terrific tournament so far, Em.
Yeah, very impressive play from New South Wales.
Bartlett gives the ball back in field to Bat. Bat just on the fringe, working well against Everson. Beats him down the flank.
Oh.
Nice pass. He drew the man beautifully. And Ben Leday, the finish was special from the Gladiators. Wonderful team goal from New South Wales. And they now stretch it to 7 points, 55-48. So a great opportunity here to get themselves into that gold medal game with great performances today and, of course, tomorrow as the ball goes over the top. They've only just got the one opportunity tomorrow against Canada. So this game will mean everything to the Gladiators, as every really game should in the tournament right across the 4 days, as the points comes for New Zealand on that particular play, and it's 55-49. So the restart will start briefly after this little timeout.
Jono, just a few mentions. New Zealand really got a busy schedule. The guys have their national championship next week in Canterbury, and then hosting the Asia-Oceania Championships, IWRF 2017.
Wow.
Later this month, that'll be the 25th of August till the 1st of September, hosted in Auckland, New Zealand. So New Zealand certainly with a busy schedule.
Yeah, they've got plenty of game time coming up for the Kiwis. So this might be a nice little warm-up for those events as well, as Edmondson takes the ball for the Gladiators. Goes over the halfway line, pushes it nicely. Just battles away. Takes on the line. Great work from Leday. Beautiful work there from Holloway. So he's on the court for New South Wales. He'll battle his way straight through the middle. Nice turn and spin. Oh, like a spider on a hot plate. Moved beautifully. Terrific stuff from Andrew Holloway. And the points come quickly there for the Gladiators. Nicely pushed away by Leslie. He's in the key. Some pressure applied. Pushes away from one. Nicely played there. Holloway on the charge. He'll cause Leslie a few issues. Over the head pass. Will it find Rolton? Oh, yes, it will. What a goal from the Kiwis. Terrific stuff. A Shane Smith-like pass. And Rolton picked up the goal.
Yeah, we saw an impressive over the head backwards by Shane Smith from Team Canada in the previous game. Some really impressive wheelchair rugby today throughout the day.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see if he's got any more tricks when they take on Queensland next, as the play continues, as Ben Leday takes it up nicely for the Gladiators. That's great play. So 57-50, under a minute to go. So their clash against Japan earlier in the day, I think from memory, was 58-50. So a very similar scoreline here. We're under a minute to play. So it's pushed away by the Kiwis. They tried to go the pass there again. That was from the 13 in Tyler Jennings. But he couldn't quite make the pass stick. So he gets some court time for the Kiwis. I think it's his first appearance in this tournament on day 2. It'll be interesting to see if he gets any more in their game against Victoria tomorrow morning. So Tyler Jennings wearing the 13, played away by Leslie. Nicely played, ball goes back in field. He's in the number 2, goes forward for the points. So now Leday has possession from the key, and it'll be interesting to see which way he goes. Will he push it across? Just pushed over the top, and it goes out of bounds. So Yeah, what a great game this has been, Em. It's been a wonderful battle between New South Wales and New Zealand. Looks like with 39 to go, seconds, it'll be New South Wales picking up the win by about 7 or 8 points.
Yeah, it's been incredible wheelchair rugby this game. And this is game 5 of 6, day 2 at Sydney Olympic Park. Through the long ball, Holloway.
So Holloway will play it nicely and get the points there. So we'll take a short break after this game and then Team Canada battle with Queensland. Stay with us for that. The last game on day 2. Everson in the final seconds of this one. Leslie just plays it off the key, tries to get away. Nice little pass, creative there. Oh, what about the pop-up from Otis? Terrific stuff. Can the Kiwis get it? They can. Tyler Jennings gets the goal. Oh, Cody Everson, take a bow. Volleyball-style pop-up. And the play-on was beautiful. So Leday now, possession from the New South Wales side. Fires the ball across. Edmondson, final seconds of the game. Inside 20 seconds. Now plays the ball across court. Edmo fires it nicely. Will Leday get there? Pushes hard. Gives the ball away and now goes over the line for points. So it's 59-52. The margin 7. This is probably going to be one of the last plays of the game. Everson will just take his time from the line. And there's been a referee
contact
time
warning
out here.
Contact before the whistle, and it's just a warning.
So Everson fires the play in. So they move numerically 1 to 2. Everson to Leslie. Leslie goes over the halfway line. Have the Kiwis got one more point? It could be vital. Tyler Jennings goes back-to-back with goals. So terrific stuff. Last play of the game. Fires it to Holloway. Holloway goes at the line. Will he run out of time? No, he'll get there too. 2 goals in about 8 seconds. Terrific stuff. Jennings from the key. This has got to be the last play of the game. He goes Hail Mary. 1 bounce. Bang goes Holloway. Down goes Leslie. Terrific stuff. Oh, 60 to 53. Brilliant stuff from Edmo. Leslie takes another fall. Let's hope he's okay in that collision. It was a pretty heavy one.
Was indeed. And so the technical has been given, not just a spin, but a technical. It was a heavy hit.
So push there from Andrew Edmondson on Leslie, just in front of the broadcast position. So 2 seconds left in this contest. So it's got to
substitution here for Cameron. Rest that head for that last 2 seconds.
So HBC comes on for him. So Jennings just goes back to the position, far deep in the corner. What have they got here, the Kiwis?
So they'll have it from the baseline with just 2.1 remaining on the clock.
So Jennings is going to go the Joe Montana to Dwight Clark.
He's getting ready.
In the NFL. Tyler Jennings, he's scored a couple of goals in this contest.
Glove off, Jono.
He's taken the gloves off. So no holds barred in this one. 60-53 the score. It won't make a difference to the result. New South Wales will claim victory. It's either going to be by 6 or 7 points.
There we go.
Long. Hail Mary finds HBC. He lets it bounce twice. It's pushed away by Edmondson. Clock will run out. That's it, full time, ladies and gentlemen. How about a round of applause? A wonderful game of wheelchair rugby we have seen between Vero New Zealand and the GIO New South Wales Gladiators. A thrilling 7-point victory in the end to the Gladiators. 60 points to 53. We'll take a break. On the other side, it is the final game on day 2. It's Team Canada taking on Suncorp Queensland Cyclones. Back in a moment.